Hey, what's going on YouTube? I thought the next video I was going to make was going to be later in the week, but I came home and to my surprise I had some packages. So the X18, if you look, as far as the brake light, it has the housing there, but if you look closely, there's no light bulbs in where the brake light should go, or the left or right turn signals. And under, there's no wiring. If you keep going and go a little further, you'll see a plug right there on the upper left. That's where the wiring should go, and then it should run back to your brake light housing. But of course, like I said on the X18, they don't give it to you. So what happens is you need the wiring and the light bulbs, but they don't sell that separate. You have to buy a whole new brake light housing, and it comes with the wiring, plug, and the light bulbs. So that's no big deal. It's only $19.99. You can find it on Amazon or eBay. So I was gonna install that, but from another user online on his YouTube account, I forget his name right now, it's slipping my mind, but I'll tell you in a second. He had an idea to take a brake light from a regular motorcycle, which is a 2006 or 2007 Yamaha R6. So with that brake light, he has it mounted up under the X18 like that. And it's cool because it's the brake light and turn signals in one. It's red when you hit the brakes, and if you use the turn signal left or right, it goes yellow on the left or the right hand side. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I had to order this so I could have the wires, and then I had to order this brake light. The brake light was like $29.99 on Amazon, and then this was $19.99. So not too bad. Again, you don't have to do it. This is just me. If you just want brake lights, then you have to order a whole new housing, but you would only use the wiring and the light bulbs and then plug it right in. So I'm gonna try to make different videos because I think the longest a video could be on YouTube is 15 minutes. So I'm gonna see how my video editing skills are. So anyways, those are the pieces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna end up cutting the wire, what I'm gonna do is take out each pin, pull out each wire in the plug, and then match it up with the plugs in here. So I'll pull out one wire and then put in the wire here, but I have a battery tester, a circuit tester that I haven't even used to find out which one's which. So when I use the left turn signal, I'll attach the circuit tester to one of the pins inside, and if my circuit tester lights up while the left turn signal's going, I know that's the wire. So then I'll pull that one, and then I'll pop in the left turn signal for there. So not too bad. Or you could just cut the wire and then, you know, splice it and then match them up on here, but either way. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna be doing here. There's my little workbench in my garage, and then there's the bike, and then I got my tools and stuff over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I'll let you guys know how it turns out next video. Once I have it wired up, ready to go up under the bike, I'll show you that. All right. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is you know, a continuation. I'll try and edit it together, but here I am about 40 minutes later, and that's the old housing unit that I took out, and there's the new housing unit. But remember, we just needed the wires out of there. So I had to take the plastic the plastic piece that was covering the light from the R6 that I wanted to install. So anyways, I just sat it there so you could just see that's where I'm gonna screw it up and mount it up there, kind of nice. And I had to remove the exhaust. That was no big deal. It was only 3 bolts. But getting that back housing off the back, man, what a bitch that was. So just to give you guys an idea of what it'll look like is, you can cut the lights on. See, my headlights are on, and now I'll have a brake light. See, there you go. Kind of see the brake light. Let me see if I can zoom in. So once I mount it, it'll be nice. So now I have a brake light. Then I'll do my left turn signal. Right. And then when I hit the brake, So it's nice because it's all in one. So once I mount it, the exhaust will be back on and it'll be up, kind of sitting like this probably. Because I'll probably screw it in there like that at an angle so you can see it a little better. So if you use a foot brake or if you touch the clutch, the brake light goes on. And then there's your turn signal. Alright, so I just wanted to give you a brief look of what it looked like real quick. So I'm going to take this back off. And now that I know that I made the right connections with the wires, I'm going to take them to my table right there, solder them. That way they'll never come disconnected, you know, because it's going to be vibrating around on the bike. I'll go ahead and solder them, then I'll zip tie the wire up there and stuff like that. And then put it all back together. So, alright, I'll show you the next video will be when it's all put back together. Alright guys. Okay YouTube, that's it, I'm all done. The light's on there. Hold on, let me move this. Light's on there, mounted, it works. I put 2 screws, as you can see, one on the left, one on the right. It sits on the exhaust once you put the exhaust back, but I put some rubber foam padding there so they don't vibrate against each other. So it's back on, there's the light, it's screwed on there. It's all ready to go. So I'm gonna take it for a quick test ride. And also in there, let's see if you could see, I just zip tied the wires, plugged it in. And that's all it. So yeah, made a mess. Make sure you guys have tools. Made a mess and I'm gonna go for a quick little ride. Alright, any questions, just go ahead and email me. And let's see what it looks like again. Headlight on, remember we put that on. And the brake light. Or the tail light. Turn signal. The other turn signal. It's an annoying sound. Okay, and oh, yeah, and the brake light. I'll put my hand on the back brake light here. And that's it. That's the piece from a Yamaha R6 2006-2007 is the piece. But no. Again, I like it. Alright. Again, this wasn't my idea. The guy who I got the idea from, he and I were going back and forth on YouTube. Let me find him here. YouTube. Okay, there he is right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Him right there. If you just type in X18 Street Fighter bike, the guy's name is Supadem. S-U-P-A-D-E-M. But anyways, that's it right there. And yeah, not too bad. I got it from him. He told me what part to order and stuff like that. So just type in X18 Street Fighter mid bike and you'll see his. His bike is badass. But anyways, that's it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna go for a quick ride and clean up my mess here. All right, you guys, take it easy. I think, yeah, next I have some blue neon lights that I'm gonna put inside where the motor is. And then after that, I have some yellow neon lights that I'm gonna put inside here. And then after that, I'm done. All right, you guys, any questions? Go ahead and send me a message. Or if you have any ideas or something else you want me to do, go ahead and send me a private message. All right, hey guys, so I got back from my ride. Everything works great. I love it. Again, that is the back tail light from my R6 2007, 2006 R6. That's the back brake light, and it also doubles as your turn signal. I got the idea from another guy on YouTube. His name is Supadem. That's his screen name. And just type in X18 Street Fighter mid bike, and you'll see his bike. It's badass. He's even got the frame powder coated and everything. But that's where I got the idea from. Once I saw it, you know, I asked him about it. He told me what part to order, and I installed it. If you guys are thinking about adding any type of lights, just something to consider. Try to go with an LED because it consumes a lot less power. If you use regular neon lights, you know, these bikes don't have big batteries, not at all. So be mindful that LED is going to consume a lot less power than a neon light. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask me. You know, I'll try to respond as quick as I can, at least within an hour at the most. You know, any questions I get or inbox messages I get, it comes into my cell phone and then I answer back. So I'm pretty fast about it. So I love the way it looks. I love the way it turned out. I rode it around and at night, and you can even see the reflection off the ground, how bright it is, and the turn signals, and I like it a lot. So I'll just do it again really quick, and then that's it. You guys have any questions or anything, just go ahead and ask away. Or anything else you might want me to review. All right. Left turn signal. Right turn signal. And then if you grab the front brake or the back brake, or if you grab the clutch, it goes on. So, you know, you guys go ahead and let me know. I don't know, I also saw some other stuff like a 3D TV. I buy a lot of Blu-rays, so I was thinking about reviewing those as well, but you know, who knows? Right now it's just the bike. So any questions or anything, just go ahead and let me know. All right, you guys, take it easy. And thanks for subscribing, all of you guys. Thank you, I appreciate it. I enjoy making these videos, so. Any questions or anything, go ahead and let me know. All right, thanks. Oh yeah, one last thing. If the bike is running but you're not using any of the lights, the brake light still works. So it's kind of nice. Let me just really quick, you can see the back brake light. So as long as the bike is on, you know, anytime you use the brake light, it'll come on, or brake, clutch, or front brake. Any of your brakes or the clutch, so the lights don't have to be on for the brake light to work. The brake light is hooked up so it'll work even if the lights aren't on. So the install was easy, it was great. The only thing was trying to get that back housing off from the original light. And you know, some of these bolts and stuff on this bike, I mean, it's small, so it's harder to get to. So some of the stuff, I don't know if midgets put the bike together or if it was sorcery or Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings put it together, but I find myself trying to remove some of these nuts and bolts, and I just question myself, like, how did they do it? So have to end up figuring out some way almost, you know, just to get it, like jamming a screwdriver in so the nut won't move, and then taking my drill on the other end. I mean, you know, like this bolt, it's hard to get to. Like this, like, how do you get your hand under there? Like, you know what I mean? Because you go to unscrew it, but there's a nut on the back, so you have to get your wrench on the back. So it's like, I mean, did midgets put the bike together and their hands fit back there? I don't know, but you know, that's the only thing that sucks when you start undoing stuff. It's smaller, so you have to get tools and stuff in there. So try to have a good set of tools or somebody with small hands. All right.